I am going to share with you 15 hidden features in Microsoft Word, and these features are going to enhance your betterment in Microsoft Word usage. And also there are some features that are going to surprise you, which I am going to reveal to you in this particular video. And without any further ado, let's dive in and explore these 15 hidden features. I'll also urge you to stick to the end of this video, because I'll be sharing some tips to you that is going to amaze you, and also you can put that into practice whenever you get access to Microsoft Word. Let's get into the practical section of this particular video. The first hidden feature on my list is how to input a random text in Microsoft Word. This is beneficial as an individual when you want to showcase some elements or some features in Microsoft Word, and you want some text or some information to have that practical illustration. Then this is going to be very useful. And also, if you are a teacher or a lecturer, and in the lecture room or the classroom you want to show some components of Microsoft Word, and you need some text which you don't want to manually type those texts in Microsoft Word, you can input this random text I'm going to share with you in this particular video. So how can we do this? We have two commands that can help us to input a random text in Microsoft Word. The first on my list is the rand command. So we are going to type the equal to and the rand command. Now when you type the equal to and the rand command, you open and also close the brackets, and when you hit the enter key, this is going to provide you with all these paragraphs which consist of their individual text. So we have 1 2 3 4 5 paragraphs, and therefore when you have this random text in Microsoft Word, you can go forward and illustrate any component that needs this particular text, whether you want to format or you want to change your case letters or whatever you want to do with this text, you can do so. Now you can also specify the number of paragraphs and line of text you want to input. So that is to type the equal to and the rand command. Now in this case, when you open the bracket, you indicate the number of paragraphs that you want, and also the individual lines of text you want to have in each paragraph. Let's assume I want 7 paragraphs. Then you bring your comma, and in each paragraph I want 4 lines of text. Then you close the bracket. So this is the formula. This is a specified random text you want to have in your Word document. Now when I hit the enter key, this is what I have here. I have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, and I have 4 lines in each paragraph in this particular Word document. So this is how to input a random text in Microsoft Word. What is the second command? That one goes with the lorem command. So we are going to type the equal to symbol. So you open the bracket and close the bracket, and this is the command. And when you hit the command, this is going to give you this random text in Microsoft Word. So this is how to input a random text for some practical illustrations in the interface of Microsoft Word. The second on my list is custom tabs. Now when you move to the top left corner, we have this file menu, and this file menu is located on this bar, which this bar is called the menu bar. Now on this bar we have so many tabs available. We have the home tab, draw tab, mailings tab, and review tab. Do you know that it is possible as a Microsoft user to create your own custom tab and have your individual commands grouped under that particular tab? That is, if you have some frequently used commands that you normally access, you can create your own tab and have those commands grouped under that particular tab. So how can we do this? Let me show you how to create a custom tab in Microsoft Word. You can select any of these tabs, then you right click, and when you right click, we have customize the ribbon and also collapse the ribbon. You can also right click on any area of the ribbon, and then you have customize the ribbon and also collapse the ribbon. So when you choose this provides you with the Word options dialog box. You make sure the customize ribbon is selected, get to this interface, and in the second section of this interface we have new tab. When you click on new tab, this creates a tab, and we have new tab custom, and we have new group. You select this new tab, and then you right click and you can choose rename. And when you choose rename, you can type any name for this particular tab. So I have this name, which is BTC channel for this particular tab. I'm going to click on OK. Now when you are done, you are going to select this first group, and I'm going to call this group edit group. So I'll choose rename. You can also right click and choose rename, and I'm going to click on OK. Now in this edit group, I'm going to select and then move to this section. I'm going to choose all the commands I want to have in this edit group. I'm going to choose cut, add, copy, add, and I'm going to choose find and also add. Now let's assume that I want to have these 3 commands in the edit group. Therefore I'm going to create another group, choose new group in this section, and I'm going to call this format group. After doing so, you click on OK, and then under this group I'm going to select my commands, add, and I'm going to choose font size, add, and I'm going to choose insert picture and then add. Now let's assume, based on tutorial purposes, I'm going to create these 2 groups under my custom tab. So when you are done with this customization of your custom tab, you click on OK. Now back to the front stage view of Microsoft Word, and on the menu bar you can see that now we have an additional tab that is created, and this tab is called a custom tab, and this is the name for the custom tab. And when you click, this creates these 2 groups that we just created in the customization process. We have the edit group and we have the format group, and you can see that there's a line separating these commands, which shows that these are 2 groups. So when it comes to the edit group, these are the commands available, and when it comes to the format group, these are the commands available. Therefore, when I select this line, I can move to this section and change the font size based on my preference, and then this tells you that we have created a custom tab in Microsoft Word. Based on this illustration, and have some time and create your own tab in Microsoft Word. Now this moves us to the next hidden feature, which is hidden text. When you create a Word document, or when you create a document in Microsoft Word, there are some instances where you can hide certain text in that particular document. Let's assume that I select these 2 paragraphs. Now I want to hide these 2 paragraphs, or if I want to select this particular paragraph, any of the paragraph in your Word document or any text in your document, it can be a word, it can be multiples of word, it can be a paragraph, or it can also be a line of text. Now when you select the paragraph, you hold the Ctrl+D on the keyboard. Now this provides you with a font dialog box. If you can't easily memorize the keyboard shortcut, then after selecting your paragraph, you move to the home tab, and then in the font group you choose this dialog box launcher, and when you click, this provides you with a font dialog box. Now since we have our paragraph or our line of text selected, we can choose hidden from this interface and click on OK. Now see what happens here. This text is hidden, so if anybody get access to this document, he or she is not going to identify whether we have some text in this section or in this area. Only if the person is good at Microsoft Word, then there are so many ways they can use to reveal this particular hidden text. So this is the hidden feature I want to share with you. That is, whenever you want to hide certain information from some users in a particular document, you can use this particular effect. Now this takes us to the next hidden feature. Now that we have this hidden feature here, there is a particular hidden feature that can allow us to reveal hidden text in Microsoft Word, and that is called the show or hide button. And this can be identified under the home tab in the paragraph group, and this icon is called the show and hide button. And looking at the screen tip, it says show paragraph marks and other hidden formatting symbols. This is especially useful for advanced layout tasks. So based on this screen tip, if I click on this, This is going to show me any hidden symbol, text or information in Microsoft Word. And when I click on it again, this is going to hide it. Show, hide. Another function of this particular icon is to reveal the number of paragraphs that you have in your document. So if you have this icon show at the end of a particular line in a paragraph, this tells you that this is a different paragraph, and as you can see, any paragraph that you have in your Word document is going to have this particular symbol. It tells you the number of spaces that are between your words. So as you can see, if I click here, I have only one line or one dash that is separating my words. If I press the space bar, you can see that it doubles this line. So you can see that when you have some spaces or some tabs operation and also some paragraphs in your Word document, this particular icon is going to showcase you all those characters or components in your Word document. You can use this icon to reveal that particular item. So if I click, this hides. Now let's assume I want to bring back my hidden text. Then I'm going to select all the text by holding Ctrl+A on the keyboard, then Ctrl+D, and then when I move back to this interface, I'm going to uncheck this button and then click on OK, and this is going to bring back all hidden text in this Word document. Now the next hidden feature is called change case. Now change case is a feature that allows you to change your text or your information in your Word document to sentence case, uppercase, lowercase. You can also toggle between your cases, and this is very simple, especially when you are using the computer keyboard. So if I select these two words here and I want to have this in the uppercase mode, I'm going to hold the shift key and the F3 on the keyboard, and this changes this to the uppercase mode, lowercase, sentence case, uppercase, lowercase, and sentence case. So this is a simple way of changing cases in Microsoft Word. If the keyboard shortcut is a complication for you, then after selecting your text, you can move to the Home tab, and then in the font group we have this icon known as change case, and this tells you that change the selected text to uppercase, lowercase, or other common capitalizations. So if I click on this drop down arrow, I have sentence case, lowercase, uppercase, capitalize each word, and we have toggle case. So you can use that feature to modify your selected text in Microsoft Word. The next hidden feature is document inspector. Now if you have a well-defined document created and you want to inspect your document to get access to certain characters, and if you want to remove those characters, then this hidden feature I'm going to showcase to you is going to be very beneficial to you. So how can we get access to this feature? You move to the menu bar and click on the file menu, and at the backstage view of Microsoft Word, we are going to select info, and when you choose info, we have check for issues, and this is called inspect document. Click on it and choose inspect document. You are going to get this prompt that says, before you use document inspector, make sure you save your changes because the document inspector might remove data that cannot be restored later. Do you want to save your file now? If you choose yes, you can save the file. If you choose no, you can ignore. So if you want to perform this particular action and you want to be sure or certain of yourself, I'll urge you that you should have a duplicate of this file and use the other one to perform this illustration. And when you are good to go, then you can use that on your normal document. In this case, I'm going to choose no, and then I'm going to have this dialog box that says document inspector. We have all these boxes here, you can check them, and now automatically these boxes are checked except this one. Therefore you can also click this to check. Now when you scroll down within this window, these are all options that you can see here. We have comments, revisions, and versions. When you move down, we have hidden text, And as you can see, if we have some hidden text in our Word document, this is going to inspect that particular option. So these are some options you can navigate through and read through. And when you get the understanding of these terms and privacy, you can click on inspect. Now, after inspecting this option, I had two results that I need to remove. One is custom XML data, and the other one is document properties and personal information. So if I want to remove document properties and the author of this particular document, I can choose remove. And if I want to remove this particular option, I can choose remove. So if I click on this is going to remove this particular option from the document. So if I'm to share this document, those who are going to receive this document are not going to get access to this information. And when I remove this as well, they are not going to see the author and also the properties of this document. So that is the document inspector. It's very useful, and this is for security reason and also personal reason. So if you want to do so, you can try this particular feature in Microsoft Word. The next hidden feature is the auth selection. This is to have a vertical selection in your Word document. When it comes to selecting of text or paragraphs, we click and drag to have this horizontal and also linear selection. But let's assume you want to have some vertical selection between paragraphs. Then you hold the Alt key on the keyboard. You click to select this particular section. And the essence of doing this is maybe if you want to have some specialized formatting to that particular area. So if I want to change the font color, I can do so. If I want to change the font color to black, yellow, I can bold it. So this is called the vertical selection. The next on my list is called Microsoft Word Spike. Spike is a feature that relates to copy and paste operation in Microsoft Word. What do I mean by spike? If I select this paragraph and then I hold Ctrl plus F3 on the keyboard, this is going to cut this selection that I just made, and then therefore when I click at this area and press the enter key, and now when I hold Ctrl Shift plus F3, this is going to paste this option into this particular area. The most important part of this operation is you can select multiple items. So if I select this, Ctrl F3, select this, Ctrl F3, and also select this, Ctrl F3. Now I have cut 3 items in this particular document. If I place my mouse pointer in a different section of this interface and I hold Ctrl Shift F3, this is going to paste all these 3 items I copied or I cut from this interface into where the cursor is positioned. So this is the benefit of copying multiple items at a time and pasting those items in a different location. If you are to use the copy and paste option, which is the Ctrl plus C and Ctrl plus V, it means that you have to paste these items individually. So this is when you copy different items. In this case, I am using text. You can have images, shapes, and other objects also copied or cut and paste into a different option. So the spike is a replacement of the Ctrl plus C and also Ctrl plus V. The next on my list is shrink to one page. Now I have this document here, and this text has moved to the second page of this Microsoft Word document. And let's assume I want to shrink this item into a single page. Then it is very simple. You hold Ctrl plus A on the keyboard, and then you move to your quick access toolbar, and if you have this item known as shrink to fit, and the option that we have to use is shrink to one page. If you don't have that icon on this particular interface, you click on this arrow and choose more commands. Now when you get to this interface, you are going to choose this option and choose all commands, and we are going to use this vertical scroll bar and look for shrink to one page. So you can see that I have shrink one page option here. You click on add, and it says that you already have this on the quick access toolbar. So you make sure that you have that option in this particular section, then you click on OK. Now when you get to this interface and then you choose this option, this has compressed all the information that we had and have them in a single page. If you could remember, this item was in the next page. Now when I chose this option, now this has moved this item into this particular page. Let me undo so that you get the understanding. You see that I have 2 pages here. When I move to the view tab and then choose navigation pane, you can see that I have 2 pages, page 1 and page 2, and this page has this information and this page also has this particular information. Therefore, if I choose this option, you can see that this has shrink all the information, and now we have those information in this particular page. So that is the function of shrink one page option in Microsoft Word. This is very useful, especially if some content has exceeded a particular page into the next page. The next on my list is customize status bar. Now the status bar is located at the bottom left corner of this window, and currently we have this option on the status bar. There are so many options you can add to this particular status bar, and to do this you right click on this bar and you are going to have all these options. You can have page number, and when you check, you are going to have that option here. You can have line number, you can also have word count, you can have character count with spaces. And now when I move back to my status bar, I have customized this status bar. Therefore, this tells me the number of words I have in my Word document, and this tells me the line I am located. Currently it says line 1, which is this particular line. If I select this and my cursor blinks at this line, now it says I have line 12 and I have page 1 of 1. I have only one page in this Word document. And also we have 3010 characters with spaces, and also we have 528 words in this Word document. If I select this, now this tells me that I have 6 words selected out of 528 words. The status bar gives you an overview of whatever is going on, or the current action or operation that is going on in your Word document. I have a dedicated video that showcases you all the things that you need to understand the status bar in Microsoft Word, and I'm going to link the video in the description below. And also, if you are new to Microsoft Word and you want to learn all the essential elements, features, components that is going to boost your betterment of using this special software, then I have a video that gives you the full introduction to Microsoft Word, and that video is also going to be linked in this particular video. Check them out after watching this video. Now the next on my list is the read aloud feature. If you are in a presentation room, or you are in a classroom, you are in the lecture room, or as an individual, you have some information you want Microsoft Word to read aloud to you, then this is the best option you can use. And when I move to my status bar, I have this icon here which is read aloud. If you don't have it here, then you have to go back to your more commands, and then in this interface get access to all commands and search for read aloud, which I have already added to my quick access toolbar. And when you get access to the command, you click on add, then you click on OK. Now when you get back to your interface of Microsoft Word, you are going to get the read aloud icon on the quick access toolbar. So if I select this and then click on this icon, I'm going to have this toolbar here, and when I click on this, so you can see that Microsoft Word has read the information that we selected through our speaker. So if you want to get some pronunciation of certain words, or you want the computer to do the reading to you, then this particular feature becomes very, very important. So this is the read aloud feature in Microsoft Word. The next hidden feature is the advanced find option, and this option can be located by using the Ctrl+F on the keyboard. You're going to get a navigation pane, and then in this field we have this arrow. When you click on it, you get advanced find option, and when you click, you're going to have this find and replace dialog box, and by default the find option is selected, and this gives you so many options. You can optimize, you can match case, you can use wide cards, you can have sounds like English, you can find all forms of options here, you can match prefix, you can match suffix. All these are options you can utilize, and the advanced option that you can utilize here is to go to find. We have format and we have special. When it comes to format, you can search or find for certain font, paragraphs, tabs, frame, styles, and other options. When you go to special, this is where you can find for paragraph mark, tab character, any character, and there are so many options you can utilize here. When you have some time, you can go through all these options. If I select paragraph mark, and then this is the option that I'm going to have here with a wide card symbol and a letter P. When I choose findness, this moves to this particular option. This tells you that this section is a paragraph, therefore it has searched for this particular paragraph mark. If I choose find next, I get to this option, and then it says we have reached the beginning of the document, and then it says, do you want to continue searching from the end? You can choose yes or no, and because I choose this particular option as up, if I choose this, I can choose down, and I can choose all, and if I choose all and click on find next, this is going to move to every paragraph in my Word document. So you can see that the selection is moving. So these are some of the advanced way of finding certain characters or information in Microsoft Word. The next on my list is advanced autocorrect option. Let's assume that you have certain information you normally type or you normally input into your Word document, and those information you want to keep them in the autocorrect interface of Microsoft Word. So whenever you need them, you just type some 2-3 characters and are going to reveal such information. Let me give you an example here. Give me some time to type some information. Now let's assume that this is the information I have here. Let me select and then bold, change the font type to Times New Roman, and let me increase the size. And anytime I get access to my Word document, I need to type this particular information. So you can have this into the autocorrect interface, and anytime you need it, you just recall from that particular interface. To do this, I'm going to select this information, right click, and I'm going to choose copy. You can also use Ctrl+C on the keyboard. Now let's move to the file menu, options, proofing, and then we have this autocorrect option. Click. You're going to have this beautiful dialog box that says autocorrect dialog box. We have these two options here. Now because I copied this information, it is automatically pasted in this field. Therefore I need to type some character to replace this particular information. So I've typed BTC and this is the information. Now I'm going to click on add. So this information and this replacement text is added to the autocorrect option in this particular interface. Now when I click on OK, let's delete this option or let's maintain it. If I click on this particular document and position my cursor and I type BTC, now when I hit enter key, this is going to paste the information that I copied and pasted into the autocorrect interface. This is a feature that is very beneficial, and you can have this on your fingertip to boost your productivity and also surprise your manager in your institution. So this is called the advanced autocorrect option. This moves us to the next hidden feature, which is called a quick path, and this feature is similar to the autocorrect option. And this time around, what you are going to do is after selecting your text, you move to the insert tab, and under the insert tab we have the text group and we have quick path. Click, and then we have save selection to quick path, and then you are going to have this beautiful dialog box that says create new building block. You can click and change the name, and I've changed the name to BTC, and I'm going to click on OK. If I get to my interface and I move to a different page or the same page with my cursor blinking, I can go back to the quick path under the insert tab, and I'm going to get this particular option, and when I click, this is going to input this information into my Word document. So you can see that the quick path looks similar to the AutoCorrect option. Now this moves us to the next feature, which is called screenshots in Microsoft Word. Now this particular feature I'm going to showcase to you is very useful, especially if you want to get some image or some picture from a different interface into Microsoft Word. You can try this particular option. To do this, you move to the insert tab, and then in the illustrations group you have screenshot. When you click on screenshot, we have screen clipping, and the screen clipping tells you take a quick snapshot of part of the screen and add it to your document. So if I click on this, this is going to minimize my Microsoft Word application, and I will have access to other interface. So let's assume I want to capture this area, and I'm going to release the mouse. Now this is going to position this image into the position where the cursor is blinking. So this is the beautiful window I have captured using the screenshot option under the insert tab, and it is very useful. This helps you to add any image that is on your screen to your Microsoft Word document in an easy way. You don't need any third-party software to help you do this. This image that we have in this document is an editable image. You can select, move to the menu bar and click on picture format. You can crop, you can maximize the image based on your preference. So this is how to take a screenshot in Microsoft Word. In the beginning of this video, I promised you a bonus that I'm going to showcase to you, and I said stick around to the end of this video to identify this particular bonus. And this bonus is to have a custom text box. Now if you move to the insert tab, we have the text group and we have the text box, and when you click on this text box, even the screen tip tells you that got must see content, put it in a text box. A text box brings focus to the content it contains and is great for showcasing important text such as headings or quotes. Now when I click on this button, I have this drop down of built-in text boxes. I can click and customize it. So if I choose this particular text, which is a simple text box, this is the format and also the predefined output of this particular text box. I can go straight to my keyboard and type some information. Now after typing this information, I can select, or I can hold Ctrl+A. I can change the color, I can increase the size, I can also move to the shape format, change the shape fill to no fill, and then the outline I'm going to make it yellow, and I have the option to increase the width of this outline. And now that I have this into my Word document, then I'll move back to the insert tab, text box option, and then we have this option that says save selection to text box, and I'm going to give a name to this. I'll give the name as body and click on OK. Now when I select this and press the delete key on the keyboard, the next time I want to import this particular text box, which consists of all the formatting, all the effects I apply to it, I'll move back to the insert tab, text box, and then I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to see this particular option, click, and this is going to paste this particular text box with your customized information and its formatting. Therefore, you can select and change this information to any information that you want, and this is beautifully done. So these are the hidden features I want to share with you in this particular video in Microsoft Word. Thank you, and see you in the next video.